Hello and welcome back to another math video. This time we will be starting statistics. This will be video number 1, and in this video we will be talking about the mathematical concept of a mean. Let's get started. In math, a mean is just the average. So it is the average for a particular set of numbers. And to calculate the mean is pretty straightforward. There are just 2 steps. Step number 1 would be to add up all of the numbers in the data set. Step number 2 would be to divide, by the number of items that are in the data set. So let's do a couple examples so this is clear. In my first example, let's pretend you have 2 quiz grades. You have a 90 and you have a 100. And you're wondering what your average is in this class. So we would do step 1 would be to add these together. 90 plus 100, and that equals 190. Now step 2, we said we would divide by the number of items that are in the set. So we take the 190 and we divide it by that number of items in the set. Well, how many items are in the set? 1, 2. Just 2 items, just 2 quizzes. So we divide 190 by 2, and when we do that, we see that goes in 95 times, and that is your average, your mathematical mean. So 95 is the mean of 90 and 100. Let's do another example. Alright, so now we have a couple more test grades in this class, so we'll start adding them up. 90 plus 92, we'll do that first. Then we'll add in the 86. Then we'll add in the 82. And then we'll add in the 100. So there's my total. I added them up, 468. And now my second step is to divide. So let me set up the 468, and I'm going to divide by how many items are in my data set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. So 5 doesn't go into 4, but it goes into 46 9 times. 1 left over. Bring down the 8. 5 goes into 18 3 times. Should be 15. I have 3 left over. So I could add a decimal point here, then add a 0 in order to keep going. 5 would go into 36 times, and that would go evenly. And then I'm done. So there is the mean for this data set, 93 6/10. Here we have another set of numbers, not test grades. These could be anything. So we start out the same way, adding them up. 30 plus 28 would be 58. Then we'd add in that 22. And lastly, the 36. And there is our total, 116. Now to find the mean, we take that 116 and we divide it. We divide it by the number of items that are in the set. And this time I have 4 items. So 4 would go into 11 2 times. Subtract, get 3, bring down the 6. 4 would go into 36 9 times. And 29 will be the mean for this data set. Alright. That's it. Let's do a quick little recap. So, number 1, mean is the same thing as an average. And it's one way of looking at sort of what's in the center of a data set. How do we do it? Well, first, we're going to add all the numbers up. And 2, we're going to divide by the number of items that are in the data set. And that will give you the mean, or the average. That's it. You can watch the video a few times, and we'll see you soon.